Hello and welcome to this information session for the Doctor of Medical Science Bridge program at Butler University. Let me start by introducing our people. I'm Cody Shushek. I'm the program director, PA myself, continuing practice in emergency medicine. I'm joined on the faculty by Dr. Brenda Quincy, herself a PA as well, who has a long history of practice in primary care and also a great research background that she brings to the program. We're joined by Aaron Choate, our admission and marketing coordinator, who is great at answering student questions on the front end and helps guide students through that process through matriculation and the admissions process. And then we're also joined by a number of affiliate or adjunct faculty. These are PAs doctorally prepared from around the country who teach into the program in either a course or more often mentoring students on a one-on-one basis through their capstone portion of the program. As you may know, the Doctor of Medical Science Bridge program is a unique offering, and it combines 36 hours that you'll earn through your master's program, through your supervised clinical practice experiences, and combines that with 14 credit hours of a completion program that then leads to the Doctor of Medical Science degree. We'll spend our time today focused on that 14 credit hours of coursework at Butler. So a little bit of level setting to begin with. If you think about doctoral degrees and doctoral coursework, what that looks like, if you use the example of an academic degree, such as the PhD in, let's say, social sciences, it's a combination of master's and doctoral level coursework. The proportions of those and the total length of the program can vary actually quite widely. If you compare that to a Doctor of Medical Science degree, which is a clinical degree focused on the practice of medicine, it is also a combination of master's degree credit hours and doctoral training. The proportions are just a little bit inverted. What we know is that the master's level training that PAs complete is both rigorous and a very high number of credit hours. If you compare the number of credit hours you're completing with those friends or family who might be completing a different sort of master's degree, you'll see that those numbers of credit hours are quite high. So this program capitalizes on just that fact. But it's appreciating that the degrees are different and the training is different, and the outcomes of what we do with those are also can oftentimes be different. So let's talk a little bit about the program. Butler University offers two Doctor of Medical Science programs. Our standard clinically based Doctor of Medical Science program is designed for the working PA. People will come to the program with a wide variety of experiences and backgrounds, and there's a bit more flexibility in terms of the sequencing of courses when the program starts or ends, and then also multiple entry points. Also, as I mentioned, the curriculum is very clinically based, so largely based on medical modules, where our program, the DMS Bridge program, is a different sort of curriculum. It's designed specifically for the new graduate PA, those within 6 months of graduating from their master's level program. It's intended to be tightly coupled with the entry-level educational experience, and that cohort model brings together colleagues from across the country in the shared educational experience, which includes a full-time first semester and then a second semester, which is the capstone project, which is grounded in research, leadership, and then execution of that capstone project. Important to note, all Butler DMS programs have been fully accredited by the Higher Learning Commission. That's the highest level of accrediting that we have available to us, and so we're awfully proud of that. So I mentioned a 6-month cutoff. You might ask why that is. Well, there are a couple of reasons. First, administratively, it gives an intent and a structure to the way we go about our teaching and learning. It also creates a distinction between our program and the offerings of the standard DMS program and their curriculum. It also creates a very intentional cohort model, and that shared background leads to a shared, more seamless educational experience among our students. And if you think about the way that students arrive at the DMS degree or the DMS programs, it's not unlike most of their colleagues who will go through PA school, who will then graduate, prepare and pass PANCE, will find the right job, start getting credentialed, that transition to practice, and then actually beginning practice. That third piece there with the securing the right job and getting credentialed can vary quite widely in how long that takes. And oftentimes, that can take as much as 2 or 3 months. So this program really allows students to capture that time and make the most of it while advancing their skills and credential. So our students, their pathway to the DMS program looks very similar. It's applying for the program while in PA school, just like all other colleagues. They'll graduate, prepare for, and sit for PANCE. And then during that transitional phase, our students will complete their 3 7-week courses. And then as they are transitioned into practice and begin working, then they're able to work full-time during that second semester as they're completing their capstone on an asynchronous basis. So what we see for most of our students, if it extends the time period to starting work at all, for most of them it's 1 to 2 months, and they feel like that was on the end of the program, feel like that was a wise investment of time to really set themselves up for future success. All right, let's take a moment to talk about the program curriculum. Our student learning outcomes are that we prepare students to be able to step into their clinical roles, to take really good care of patients, and have skills and knowledge that set them up for opportunities in leadership, decision-making, problem-solving skills, and really translating that into patient care situations. So things like patient safety, quality improvement, those areas where I think PAs have a real opportunity to lead, this program will help prepare students for that. In addition, they'll also develop a strong basis in research skills and being able to search, interpret, and evaluate the literature and apply that to individualized patient care. So this program really is grounded in patient care. And then also being able to perform and interpret results from descriptive and inferential statistics and design a research study to address a research question, pulling all of those things together. So how do we do that? We go about that with our curriculum, which is generally 2 semesters in length. The first, a full-time semester, includes 7 weeks of asynchronous courses, 3 courses, an issues in clinical practice course, which looks at the topical issues of the day and how we can deconstruct those and be change agents in the care that we provide our patients and the care teams that we practice on. The biostatistics course is a high-level quantitative statistics course where you'll look at bivariate and multivariate analysis. And then the final course, research design, looks at pulling those things together and how do we ask good questions, and then how do we develop the strategies to be able to answer those in a research setting. In the second semester of the program, the students are generally working. It's a full semester and is asynchronous, as I mentioned before. So in this semester, you'll be working with a capstone advisor to develop a novel research proposal where you'll develop the background on your question, do a fairly comprehensive literature review, and then propose the methods to conduct your study. And you'll do all that with careful guidance of a faculty mentor. All right, so program admission. Let's talk a little bit about that process. Our admissions requirements are threefold. First is that the student must enter the program within 6 months of their graduation from an accredited ARCPA program. And that goes from the day of graduation or degree conferral until the first day of classes. They must earn certification from the NCCPA through PANCE, and then must apply through the Office of Admission. Important to note, there's no application fee or enrollment deposit for the program. The application includes a general application with some demographic and educational background information. It includes a resume or curriculum vitae. It will also include transcripts from degree-earned programs. So if you've taken a couple of courses at a community college or transferred credit, only those programs in which you've received a degree will you need to have those official transcripts sent to our Office of Admission. We'll ask for your GPA. For those programs who are on a pass-fail system and don't have a GPA, that's okay. You'll be able to include that on your application, and that will be just fine. And then completion of 2 essay prompts focused on what it means to earn a doctoral degree and how you plan to use that in the future. We have 3 starts each year, and a new cohort begins each semester in about the halfway point of the semester. So you'll see for the summer, that's late June, the fall is late October, and then mid-March for our spring start. And those dates are about the same for each year. All right. So for admission to the program, you'll find that the path is fairly straightforward. You'll want to apply as soon as you know you're interested, and that's there are a couple of reasons for that. One, it allows you to be conditionally admitted, which will hold your spot in the program. And as the class size continues to grow and there's the potential that the application cycle becomes more competitive, this will have your spot guaranteed in the program. And then you have all of that taken care of as you move toward graduation. So you'll really want to do that, and most students will apply, often long before they graduate from their master's program. As soon as a student has started at a PA program, they're able to apply and be admitted. Of course, you'll want to register for and begin preparing for PANCE, and then we must receive those results before matriculation. So most of the time we recommend 2 or 3 weeks, at least prior to the start of your cohort, that you have that PANCE date secured. You want to graduate, of course, from your entry-level PA program, and if financial aid is an option for you, you'll want to make sure you complete the FAFSA, and our folks at the Office of Financial Aid are tremendously supportive. All right, let's talk a little bit about program cost information. For the 2023-2024 academic year, you'll find that the cost for the program is $875 per credit hour, which brings the total program cost to just over $12,000, which if you do some comparison to other programs, you'll find that this doctoral offering is quite affordable and approachable in that regard. And also that $12,000 number is the bottom line number. There's no additional fees, no textbook costs. And our financial aid folks in Robertson Hall are tremendously supportive and helpful and can help you through the process as needed. In addition to that, we also have some great news that we're able to offer a student referral discount. So if you're talking with your colleagues and your friends and you find that they might be interested, you're able to earn a sizable tuition discount for doing that. There's a place on the application where they can list your name as having referred them. And if you do that, that will earn you a $1,000 tuition discount off your capstone. Even better, you can do that twice, bringing that total cost down to nearly $10,000. All right. So there's a lot of options for you professionally as you look to what's next. We think that the DMS Bridge program at Butler University offers a unique opportunity. It allows you to capitalize on the advanced number of master's degree credit hours that you're going to be earning. It incorporates a scholarly project, so it allows you to both apply what you're learning in the classroom and also allows you to develop an area of content expertise in a specific area. Most of our capstones students are selecting topics which are of interest to them and also related to their area of practice, so they're able to step into practice with a unique knowledge base and skill set already developed. The level of knowledge that you'll display will be at the highest levels of Bloom's taxonomy. Bloom's taxonomy is a little bit of an educational concept. You can picture it like a pyramid, with at the bottom being the sort of immediate recall sorts of items. But at the top level, where we'll operate at that doctoral space, is really about synthesizing information, thinking about what we know, what we don't know, and pulling that together to let that inform the activities that we do. And that high level of thinking is really different. So you'll find that the educational experience is a bit different than the entry level PA experience as we're reading and digesting, and it's much less multiple choice sort of exam based and much more about reading, reflecting, and applying the information. As I mentioned before, it makes the most of your time in both the short and long term. It allows you to complete the program while you're waiting for privileges. And as you look to what's next, and over the long arc of your career, as there may be additional opportunities that might be advantaged for you having a doctoral degree, you'll already have that in the back pocket. And it's likely to be a trend of the future. As you look toward the future and any opportunities that you might have, the degree will provide you the opportunity to step into those whenever they present themselves. And the reality is that it's likely to never be more affordable or cost efficient. We really do believe it's a unique opportunity. We're so excited about it. And it really is an accelerated doctor of medical science degree that's built specifically for the new graduate PA. It allows you to build on and capitalize on your clinical experience and really, we think, jumpstart your career, allowing you to create the future professionally that you seek. And so one of our recent graduates, Delaney Hartman, talked about how PA school focused on how we treat patients and how we help them to get better. And the DMS Bridge program allowed her to look further to the effects of research and leadership on healthcare. And I think this is an important point, how PAs can be change agents in helping to create the healthcare system of the future that's going to make sure that we take good care of all patients. Please, if there are any questions, feel free to reach out to us. The best email to reach us at is dmsbridgeinfo@butler.edu. We're excited about the opportunity, and we hope you are too.